I hate research. I hate on Thickets lab. I hate the water. I hate Rosario. Send me back to college, please, so I can do cell culture.
Marine Biologist.
What have you guys been up to? How's it going?
Trying to figure out how to set up tanks so that we can put a video camera up there and film.
Oh hey, look at this. You got it down there, and that's this. And you got a video camera here. Hey, that's a pretty good solution. Give me 5. Good job. Nice, good job.
Smart one.
Yeah. So cool. Now we can get the illuminators on there and make sure that works in dark.
Yeah.
And actually, what would be really cool is if you get this on the wireless USB,
yeah,
you can get all dark in here and then just sit out here outside the door and just kind of see what's going on in there. How about that?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the setup for your master's project?
It's coming along nicely.
Good stuff.
How long is this thing gonna go, you think?
This is gonna go, I don't know, kind of an hour or two.
Okay, I have about an hour battery left.
Okay,
Hi.
good stuff. You guys are bringing your stuff?
Yep.
Okay, and they were in here doing alkalinity titrations.
Well, learning
How to do that, and they I think are now done with that. But now we're going on a boat ride.
And apparently I can sit in the bow because I'm a noob. I'm not quite sure how that works out.
Yeah. We need an emergency action plan for each of the dives that we're going to do. So one of the dives that we plan on doing often is searching for mystery octopuses, or well, benthic octopus leoderma, we now know what they are, in shallow water. We're going to be going and diving for these in Burrows Bay, which is slightly north of Rosario Beach Marine Lab. We're going to be doing this fairly regularly, so we need to know if something happens during one of these dives, what are we going to do? And one of the things that we need to do is we need to go find out where the best place is to go to land to get to an ambulance if something should happen to someone. So we are going to go find that out right now. We're going to boat out there and then time ourselves to a couple different points and see which of those points is the best to get to. So that's what we're off to now. So we drove the boat from our dive site to Skyline Marina in Anacortes to get a good feel about how long it would take us to get from the dive site to the first place that we could get to an ambulance. We wanted to do this at a speed in the boat in which we could actually also have people performing CPR on a downed diver. Now to do this, we had a couple of people demonstrate, particularly Monica and Taylor, who are taking a rescue diver class, and as part of that rescue diver class, they're having to practice CPR fairly frequently, and so this gave them a good opportunity to practice their skills again. When we got into Skyline Marina, we found the exact dock that we would pull the boat up to and the exact entrance and place we would tell the ambulance to go when we called 911, so we could kind of coordinate our ability to get an injured diver into an ambulance as quick as we possibly could. And so in doing that, we were able to put together a pre-planned set of actions that we would go through in the event that we'd have something bad happen to a diver at this particular dive site.
2 weeks since I arrived back from Dumaguete City, Philippines, and I would have to say that Rosario Beach Marine Laboratory is probably my favoriteest place in the world. I mean, seriously. How can you get any better than this? It's just fabulous. One of the coolest things about Rosario is the research.
So one of the funny things about research is sometimes your equipment is temperamental.
Part of research is going to the store and getting hardware. Part of the fun about research is problem solving.
So I'm trying to get my new toy to work here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong. I read the manual and I got my tubing through this brand new pump here. And it's making weird noises that I don't think it should be making. Yeah, I know some people that have pumps similar to this, and it's not supposed to be flapping like that. I don't think, anyways. This pH meter is a bear. You push buttons, it doesn't do what you want to do. It locks up at crazy times, and sometimes you can't even get to turn on. And all of a sudden, it's working amazingly. It's working perfectly well. I think it just likes being at Rosario.
I'm being pretty nice to it too.
Or it really likes Chris.
Maybe it's 10.6.
But
That's what we're actually.
all
that's what the
told-
actual
Let's say
is.
Rosario first, because I haven't
Yeah.
used this thing very much yet. So.
I'm really happy it's working well. Which is weird. Normally during a research season, things go more wrong than, more things go wrong than I expect to go wrong. Things do not go more right than I expect them to go
It's
right.
been a good summer so far.
Yeah, hey!
So today Mo and I have found a way to solve all of our problems and hang cameras in the proper area with a curtain rod. And it's extendable!
So I am now calibrating my peristaltic pump, my brand new toy. And you'll notice it's not making that crazy sound anymore. I think I got the pump heads loaded correctly this time, or the cartridges here load correctly this time. And with the help of a YouTube video of how to do this, is great. I can also tell you kind of how this works. So peristaltic pumps, they have this tube that goes through the pump, and then there's these rollers that kind of squeeze the fluid through, and it means you get kind of like this pulsatile, this kind of squirting flow from it. It's not continuous, but the nice thing is it works really solidly. Wow, that's way off actually. So even with the YouTube self, I seem to be having trouble with a fairly simple operation of calibrating this thing. The main reason is I've been going cheap and not putting a clamp on this, and as you see, water has been going everywhere. You know, not quite everywhere, but too much for calibration. So I guess I'll keep trying until I get it right, because this is leave it up to me to screw up fairly simple things to do.
Today was a day we tried a lot of things. But in the end of the day, we did a good job. Woo! Science rocks!
And I'd have to say that doing research with Dr. Omthing is one of the most fantastic experiences you'll ever have, or I've ever had. Dr. Omthing is really weird, but that's what makes him awesome. For example, he always wears a suit jacket with jeans, he loves cool hats, and believe it or not, his sunglasses are just like Indiana Jones's. Rosario's awesome, a lot because Dr. Omthing.